Hi, I'm Leanna Chamish,
And I'm Brian St. August.
and welcome to the Actors Hot Tub, where we two actors do what we love to do. We love to chat about acting in an intimate setting, like we're sitting in a hot tub.
And what could be more fun than sitting in a hot tub with Leanna?
Sitting in a hot tub with Brian.
You know, if you're an actor, you probably realize how up and down this business is emotionally for us. There are good things that happen to us, and there are not so good things that happen. There are things we look forward to that happen, things that don't happen. It's kind of up and down. So I thought that I would ask Leanna today, just how do you maintain the vision, my dear?
You know what? I don't know. I feel stupidly optimistic for some reason, and I'm not really sure why. But you had a good answer for me when I asked you that earlier. What did you say?
I don't even remember. But I think optimism is very, very important because if you believe something good's going to happen, the likelihood is that it will. And you know what? There's only two ways it can go, good or bad. So it's a 50-50 chance anyway. But I think that one of the things that happens, and it's certainly true for Leanna, is that the more that you network, the more that you work for people, and the more that they get to enjoy and value your talent, the more often they use you. And that being the case, as Leanna does a lot of voiceover work, a lot of commercial work, as well as her dramatic activities, the likelihood of somebody calling Leanna and saying, "Hey, sweetie, I've got something for you," is bigger than for somebody who's just starting out and hasn't gotten that network started yet. So maybe we should talk a little bit about that, the value of the network. Where is it? How do we find it? How do we build it?
That is good. That may be part of my optimism, why I feel much more relaxed in my career than I did earlier. So you asked me how I deal with disappointment or not hearing back about auditions or not getting something. I have to say I deal with it a lot better now than I did before. I mean, years ago, I would just obsess over why did I lose that audition? Why did I not get that part? Was a hair out of place? Was my nail polish chipped when I displayed the product? I would just drive myself crazy. Was there a wrinkle in my shirt? Oh my God. And now I'm like, whatever. I go in, I do my thing. If I'm right for the part, I'm right for the part. If I'm not, well, I had a chance to perform for people, build the network, getting back to networking, because if I don't get that part, well, maybe they'll think of me the next time, and even if they don't, so what? You know what? I'm feeling like I'm not giving off an air of desperation anymore, and I don't know how to tell any of you how to get over any nervousness and anxiety you have when you don't get a part or you worry about that. Just maybe it will come with time, but if I can just say, try not to worry about it so much, I think it benefits you in the long run. How do you feel?
I feel very similar to that. There were a couple of things that were said to me over the course of my career that I found very, very helpful. And one of them is to always remember that an audition is a performance. It's a performance of one. And so you get to do that. And rather than going in and saying, "I'm auditioning for this role, I hope I get it," you say to yourself, I'm going to make a performance of this role, and I'm going to have a great time. And when you do that, you do have fun, you present your best, and when it's over, you say goodbye, you go home and you forget about it. You celebrate the fact that you had the courage enough to go, because a lot of people don't. You followed through on an opportunity, a lot of people don't, and you celebrate that. But then you forget about that particular situation and you go on to create the next one.
And you continue to hunt for work, and maybe it's a numbers game, as they say, that you will feel better about things if you move on to the next thing, if you start reading the casting notices and sending in headshots to places and just move on. I think that will increase your optimism and your fun in contacting other people and other good things about this business.
I think too that there's a geographical choice that people make. We talked a little bit about it in one of our other episodes. Leanna has made the choice to work in a more contained geographical area. What that means is she knows the casting people, she knows the clients much, much, much better than most people know the clients across the country. So she cultivates her field, and the type of opportunities that she develops and ultimately gets come out of her constantly grooming that network.
Well, thank you for saying that. I think when you feel that you've been rejected from a part, please don't take it personally. It's not you. There's a project that they're trying to do, there's a specific look they're looking for. If you didn't happen to be it, it's nothing against you personally. If you can separate your performance from your person, just say, don't say, I was rejected, they don't like me. It's just something that fits better with what their goals are at the time when they make their casting selection. So maybe that's a way to keep the optimism. Say, it just didn't work out that time, but it's not a slam against me.
And there are so many things that go into making that final decision, many of which have nothing to do with you as a person, you as an actor, you as a performer. They might just be, I liked your blue eyes. I wanted blonde hair. I wanted 6'6" and you're 5'8". You know, things you have no control over. But I want to share something with you that was a real live experience for me that I think should give you a little sense too of the serendipity that's built into our business. And that's that we're constantly putting it out, but that doesn't mean it's going nowhere. There are things that we put out that come back to us. I auditioned for a role in New York one time for to play the Sigmund Freud because of my gray hair and so forth.
Yeah.
I thought I did a great job. I didn't get it. But you know, about a month and a half later, I auditioned to play Albert Einstein, and I got it. Well, when I was on set and we were ready to shoot the commercial, one of the clients walked up to me and she said, Brian, I want to tell you something. I recommended you for this commercial because I saw you audition for Sigmund Freud. And I said, I really want that guy. So that was, I never knew that I'd made any impression whatsoever. She was kind enough to share that with me when she finally had booked me. But, you know, we're constantly paying these things out. You just don't ever know when something good's going to come, but it will. That's the aspect of this business that is so tempting, and I guess it's what keeps us in it. Those surprises that are so incredible.
Right, and please don't kick yourself if you feel like something didn't go well in an audition. Let's say you forgot a line or something like that. I used to berate myself and feel terrible. But you know what? Having been on the other side of the casting counter, or couch, if you want to call it that, from time to time, I know that's really not the most important thing, that you get every word correct in an audition. Please keep your standards. Try to do that, of course. But what they're looking for is an energy that you bring to it, or if you can do that character and how you fit into their production, and they'll work with you later if you have the right stuff. So a way to keep your optimism up is just don't kick yourself over every little thing.
There was a commercial actor that I met in New York who told me, a very successful guy, he told me that whenever he's coming and meeting with a new casting director for a role, he says, how can I help you today? I really want to make this a great day for you.
Wow.
You know, wow. And for them, they don't have people that are trying to look out for them. And if you can sell yourself as, you know, I've got stuff that could make you look good and it'll work for both of us, their ears might be a little more open, their eyes might be a little more open, because you've made it into a win-win.
Oh, yeah, that is great, because that's kind of standard advice you get on any job interview. Tell the employer what you bring to it instead of what can you give to me. So I really like that. Yeah.
How can I help you?
How can I help you? I do that on set when I get the job. I guess I hadn't thought about it at the audition, too, so I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So audience, how do you keep your optimism up? And how do you just keep going at it day after day when sometimes you face rejection? So let us know in the comments below and give us some tips, because we can always use them.
Look forward to hearing from you, and keep subscribing.
Yes, subscribe to our channel so you get notified when we make another video. And join us again in the hot tub.
See you next time.